Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the...
Will take over first and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Running back searching for a hole. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Kansas State. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied at 7.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and goal from way back there. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They move the tight end all over. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run this play from the pistol. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff to the single back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give out of the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Quarterback will audible. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Moves away as he feels pressure. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't get enough for the first down, so fourth down, clock running as they hurry to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
On the play. Brings up second down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Johnson looking to throw. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
With the game tied.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Wildcats pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. The throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Leaves it with the back. And the Wildcats get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They want to run this quarterback. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Off play action. They're trying to get to him. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's got the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Johnson looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
South Carolina, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Pulls it in, it's Simon. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
To throw, it's Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running back goes in motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Movement here from the tight end. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes a connection. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
I'd say about fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
South Carolina, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the air, it's Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll get rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, going to the air. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.